Welcome to troutpoppers.com, the most fun you can have with waders on. Here they come. There he is. Welcome to Stonebridge Trout Lakes in North Yorkshire. Today we'd like to introduce you to a very exciting new product, the Trout Popper. Okay, now I'd like to take you through the different ones we have in the range and why they're different and the features in each one. First of all, we start with the Wildcat. This guy's got a long slender body, lots of wiggly legs to attract the fish, nice little tail at the back, and underneath 3 lovely little target spots, so when he comes from underneath he's got the target to zoom in on. Produces a very narrow, nice V-wake when you pull it across the surface. Now this guy is called a bream master, and when we'd use this is if there's a lot of surface weed and you want the fly to push through that weed without catching it. It's got a pointed nose and again target spots underneath, and this produces a very narrow V-wake just so you get a nice disturbance on the surface as he moves. Again, lots of wiggly legs to bring those trout in. This guy is called a round dinny. Lovely round body, lots of legs on this guy. This one can be fished equally well on a floating or a sinking line. He'll just sit there, and if you pull him underneath with the sinking line, he'll bob along quite nicely. Again, target spots on the bottom for when you fish him on the surface, and this one produces a very wide V-wake when you pull him, so you get lots of disturbance. Very good in wavy conditions. Okay, this guy's called a bluegill special. This is the smallest one of all we've got. Again, wiggly legs everywhere. Very small body, so good for a small trout to take him. Target eyes on the bottom, so he's got something to zoom in on, and a very pronounced sploosh as you pull him from a very flat nose on the front. This little lady is very special. She's Miss Prissy, and with these long sexy legs and a distinctive cupped face, she's got that seductive wiggle when fished on the surface, and an even better wiggle when she's fished underneath on a sinking line. And to end the range, we have our special guy here. This guy's called Spider Legs, and you can see from this he's got really, really long, speckly legs that work very well underwater. He's got an extremely cupped face, so he really wiggles, especially when fished on a sinking line. No fish can resist this guy. Okay, now we're going to go into how to fish these little babies. We've got a 9-foot rod, 7-weight line, and a 9-foot tapered leader. That's all we need, very easy to cast. We've got that tied on, double blood knot, 8-pound tippet. These fish are really going to hit hard, so we don't want to go much lighter than that. We give them a flick and we're ready fishing. 3 retrieves with these poppers. First one is no retrieve. You just let it sit there. The fish will come up and it'll grab it. Second retrieve, we're looking for short, jerky pulls. This will make a nice splosh on the surface and it gives a really good effect. The last one is long, slow pulls, which gives a very distinct V-shape off the fly, and it brings the trout in from meters away. Okay, we also have another way of fishing poppers that not many people think of, and that's on a fast sinking line. Here we've got the same 9-foot rod, 7-weight forward line, and 3 or 4 foot of straight through 12-pound mono. Again, don't go too light because the takes are going to be really hard on this. Because this little guy's got a cupped face on him, when you pull him through the water, he wiggles like mad, and those little tasty legs just draw the fish in from miles away. And here's our final result. This is what it's all about. With trout poppers, you'll be catching fish time after time after time.